What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Get this. Eddie Hearn names the promoters, 4 promoters, trying to freeze him out of the U.S. Promoter Eddie Hearn says that 4 of his U.S. rivals particularly have ganged up to get him out of the country. Hearn, of course, signed a deal with DAZN to take his Matchroom brand worldwide in 2018, is currently struggling to land the big fights. The scenario is down to his major competitors not wanting to work with him moving forward. Outlining how he feels about the situation, Hearn stated that he would fight hard to prove his global status. He quotes, he says, "I'm talking Leonard Ellerbe, Lou DiBella, Bob Arum, Steven Espinosa. Do you see that? Say this, say that. Say I only did these amount of numbers. Call it dark zone. Yeah, that was good. Keep going, keep going." All of the energy that they're using is just like evaporates, while my energy, which is why I can go Australia, Jeddah, San Antonio, and LA all in a week and smash it up. We've got much bigger plans for all this, Hearn told a source. He said, "So what I'm experiencing is the U.S. is only what I experienced in the U.K. when I started, which was resistance from the industry. But that's flattering in a way. I want to leave a mark wherever I go. I'm not interested in conforming. I'm not interested in pretending to be something I'm not. Going in and making friends with these people and being two-faced. I'll be friendly, but I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to use my sarcastic British tongue that sometimes goes entirely over people's head, and I'm going to be myself. And you don't have to like me, or you can like me, but you will respect me when everything is over." Wow. Examples. Okay, let's talk about like the type of things that he's talking about. First of all, that comes to mind, Bob Arum. Bob Arum said he doesn't want to make or tour better Beeve, a guy that he claims is the best lightweight ever, with Dimitri Bivol, because Bivol is on DAZN, okay? And he says no one watches DAZN. No one watches this shit. It's a dog zone, the son of a bitch, right? So he doesn't want to work with him. So that's one. Second is Leonard Ellerbe. Ellerbe claiming Canelo Bivol did 120,000 pay-per-view buys. And Hearn added, did unbelievable numbers. It did 600,000 buys, which a tremendous first effort. Okay. Who else? Lou DiBella. I don't think Lou DiBella was that hard on Eddie, but Lou DiBella, I think, was in response to what Eddie Hearn said. And that was because of the Devin Haney situation, where Devin Haney had, and his father, the manager, they had to go over there and make the fight with ESPN by signing with ESPN in order to get the Kambosos fight for undisputed lightweight titles. Okay, so I think that was one that he was referring to. And who else is left? Steven Espinosa. Well, Steven Espinosa and Leonard Ellerbe are like this because one is the exec at Showtime, and of course Leonard Ellerbe, is along those same lines with Showtime, PBC, and Fox. Okay, so I think that's who he was referring to, as an extension of that side of the street. And again, that was just them criticizing the numbers that they bought. Well, let me counterpunch. First off, if you're going to, I think it's petty to talk about someone's numbers, especially lying on the numbers. Okay, don't lie on someone's numbers. If they did well, they did well. Fair play to them. But if they didn't, okay, well, you have the option to trash them. But if they did well, don't lie on them. Because the numbers are going to speak for itself, because people are going to be smart enough, I hope, to look that up by themselves, which some people aren't. Some people will see, oh, Eddie Hearn ain't doing too good, man. Imagine you sitting in a barbershop and we're having these conversations about promoters like sometimes we do have, especially on boxing forums and in the comment section, and you hear, oh man, Eddie ain't doing too good. That Canelo's supposed to be the cash cow, but he only did 120,000 buys in the US. Man, that's terrible. Okay. I knew he wouldn't nothing. That type of stuff. So, some people, are fans of certain promoters and certain, networks. So, but Eddie's, just really calling them out like, hey, I'm not going to be fake, which I can respect. Call it how it is. Be nice, but hey, you don't have to kiss ass, especially when you're already doing a good job. And I think really Eddie Hearn, big as he is, the things that he's doing, he's working with the biggest guys in the sport, some of them, the two biggest, Joshua and Canelo. As long as he works with those two, he doesn't really need anyone else. But the thing is, I think he loves what he does. And when I mean what he loves what he does, I think he likes to be in the spotlight. I think he likes those interviews. I think he likes the attention. I think he likes to get his name and his face out there in every type of situation possible. And I think because he is able to do that, because he likes to do that, that's why he's successful. Then he doesn't mess over people with money. Okay, now he's had situations where he's dropped people or they didn't like offers. But when he said he's going to pay you a certain thing, you never heard him say, hey, I didn't get paid. I've heard them say, you know what, that motherfucker dropped me, or he, released me from a contract, or he didn't have anything for me, or something like that. So I think as long as he does that, I think he'll be fine. And I think the more he talks about other promoters is the more he gives them shine. Bars. So at the end of the day, if Eddie Hearn knows he's the biggest, I don't think he needs to talk about people that aren't. Let's just be real. I mean, DAZN has already slapped him on the wrist anyway, right? So if they've done that to Eddie Hearn, I think this is Eddie Hearn lashing out at them. So this may be something else totally altogether. That Eddie's like, you know what? I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to talk my shit. And that's all it's going to be. Bars. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to be fake. And you will see me eventually when the time is right. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.